As a young writer, I've made my fair share of mistakes. We all have. And that's perfectly okay. The important thing is to learn from those mistakes. But before you learn from your mistakes, you have to acknowledge them. So here's a list of the 5 biggest mistakes I've made as a young writer. And please, join the conversation by letting me know some of the mistakes you've made in your writing journey in the comments. My first mistake, and possibly my biggest mistake, was deleting my draft for Oxfall Valley. Was my draft terrible? Yes. Did it need a lot of work? Yes. Was I probably gonna have to rewrite it? Yes. But now I can't look back and see what I wrote because it's gone, forever. And from that mistake, I've learned to never delete a draft no matter how much I hate it at the time. Another big mistake I've made as a writer is shying away from the ideas that I'm truly passionate about. As a young writer, I was so worried about ruining ideas that I was afraid to touch them. I felt like I wasn't a good enough writer to write them yet. And sure, that was probably true, but you learn how to write by trial and error. No matter how daunting an idea seems, you owe it to yourself to give it your best shot. My third mistake was keeping my writing and my writing following a secret from my friends and family. I don't know why I did this. I think I was worried about how people would react. But the truth is that the people that you want in your life are going to support you no matter what. And at least in my case, I kept a lot of this stuff a secret for no reason. Keeping secrets can be stressful. The fourth mistake I've made as a writer is erasing my ties to fanfiction. A lot of people don't know this, but I started creative writing on fanfiction.net, and I was really passionate about it. But as I got passionate for ideas of my own, I decided to abandon fanfiction, which is perfectly fine, but what isn't okay is the fact that I deleted my accounts and tried to hide all my stories so that no one could see them. At one point, I was so passionate about those stories, and then I tried to erase them off the face of the internet. And now, looking back, as cringy as they were, I wish I could go back and look at them. So once again, I've learned to try to never delete anything I write. Fifth and finally, one of the big mistakes I've made as a young writer is not allowing myself enough time to read. I've always had a huge passion for sci-fi. It's what got me into writing in the first place. And unfortunately, since I've started writing, I've read a lot less of it. And there were definitely some times that I wanted to read that I forced myself to write because I thought it'd be more productive. And that was definitely a mistake. Now, although it's hard, I try to balance my time better between reading and writing. And although I still do a lot more writing than reading, it's a lot more balanced than it used to be. It's a good exercise to take some time and reflect on some of the mistakes you've made as a writer. Personally, I've definitely grown as a result of these mistakes. If you could please leave a like, it really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you're not already, be sure to subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching!